Hi everyone. So I fixed the problem on this Honda ATV, and I'll go over it with you. It was super easy to fix, and it was super hard to diagnose for me. So I had this unit given to me, and when I got it, it never ran right. It would always start, but you went anywhere near the gas, the engine would just sputter, die down, always seemed to bog or stall. And I thought, well, maybe it's just a carburetor. It just needs to be rebuilt. So I'll just take everything off. And while I was doing it, I was always looking for damage. But I did find the intake rubber boot here. And that's what bolts onto the cylinder. And then it sits in front of the carburetor, and the carburetor gets put on it. It was cracked. It was all dried out and cracked, allowing in too much air, changing the fuel to air mixture. So when I replaced this part, the engine, well, it got about twice as good, but it still was running funny. So I kept looking around. I started looking at the booster bottles to see if they were damaged. So on this Honda, that's actually a boost bottle. And there's another one hiding right behind the passenger side wheel. And that's a big boost bottle. Some people think that's just an auxiliary air box. It's not. It stores pressure. It stores a little bit of gas, a little bit of air, but it really equalizes the pressure when you're giving it throttle. Because when you give it throttle, if it's damaged, it will allow too much air into the carburetor and it will lean it out. So, you know, if some people actually make the mistake of drilling holes into their air box, thinking they're going to get so much more performance, well, you're actually not. You really harm your engine because you're leaning out the fuel to air mixture. The only way to correct that would be to start adding more fuel, so now you're into jetting. But if you don't know that fine dance, you're going to run too lean of an engine. You're actually going to cook your engine. So anyways, problem was solved when I replaced the intake boot, and then I located a damaged boost bottle, put lots of silicone on there, real pro-like, just gooped her on, but fixed it. So when I started the engine, instant, snappy throttle. It's all happy again because all that extra air is not being driven into the engine. It can now equalize. And that makes a happy engine. So if you tried everything, you don't know why your engine has a rough start, it just always wants to sputter, look for a broken or dried out intake boot. They're cheap. Boost bottle, I'm just happy I was able to fix it. Works good. Looking ugly, but working good. Fine by me. And check out the other boost bottle because that one's hiding up here. So that's where the tube that leads down into the air box, that's the only place it should be drawing air from. And if it's cracked or busted like this one was, and it's pulling in air from any other place, your engine's just not going to run right.